And we are all to blame. We all love, we all hate, we all want, we all take. We're all bigger than this. We all shoot and sometimes miss.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another video. This is a interesting match that happened to me, and I thought I would make a video about it since it covers a very common topic, which is camping in Dead by Daylight. Now, I personally don't think camping is a problem, and in this video, I'm going to show you why. I mean, camping is actually easy in a way, you know. The same thing goes for tunneling, but tunneling, you know, to not be a problem, you kind of have to be good on chases, so it requires skill. However, to counter camping in general, I mean, you really just need to have half a brain, essentially. But I'll show you that in this match right here. So I was playing this doctor, and I don't know what level he is, but he does not even have prestige, so I would imagine he's not very high. And you know, just doing a few shock chases here. He's trying to use the shock, but not entirely using it properly, so that is helping me with the chase. And let's see, starting to get a little mad with chasing me here. See right there, he is the shock salute. And I think he's going to, yep, bounce. I'm missing object, as you can tell. So yeah, let's just keep going with the match. He's going to, this guy was pretty angry, I don't know for what reason, but he was like just set on camping people at this game for whatever reason. I don't know if that was because he got a little mad about chasing me, or if it was just like he just really started the game already with that mindset that I'm gonna gun someone and I'm gonna face camp him. Maybe that could be a possibility too. But yeah, tunneling, like I was mentioning, tunneling is usually not a problem. It's actually a good thing because, especially if you're good, because you know, if you're, I mean, if you're decent, especially if you're good at the game, it's not that hard for you to last more than 1.5 minutes in a chase. Like, not hard at all, especially if you're the first chase in the game, because all the pallets are still available. So, like 1.5 minutes, that's enough for people to do 3 gens, and pretty much start more gens. So that's already like 3 gens gone by the time the killer downs you, and that, I mean, that's like just a minimal, because you can do easier, better than that, like maybe 3 minutes chase time, 2 minutes chase time, you know, 2.5. So that's essentially more than 3 gens done. And then at that point, especially if they save you war time, he tries to tunnel you, or you have DS as well. That's another like easily like 3 minutes you can buy before he hooks you twice again. Which means, you know, you can easily the team can easily finish the other gens in that time, and you essentially get away before you get your third hook on. You know, with war time and whatnot. But you see right there, let's focus on camping on this one. On this video here, as you can see, he's pretty set on camping for whatever reason. I would imagine he would do that to me, but he actually tried for whatever reason to do it on the Jake, which is just, I could tell the Jake was not really a very good player, but still he wanted to camp him. So you see, first thing you gotta know is how to bait the hit like that, because otherwise, you know, he's gonna do a catch on you. Right here, I was hoping that Jake was a little smarter and would run to the pallet, but he was kind of doing some circles there or not, so he lost a lot of distance with that, because he actually missed a swing. So both me and the Jake could have easily reached the pallet with the fact that he missed the first swing there. But yeah, the reason why I didn't go for the pallet is because I wanted to do a body block for him, because I didn't want him to get tunnel again. So otherwise I would have, if it was just me there and the Jake had bounced off, I mean, I would have just used that pallet and been able to chase from there. But you can see what I mean, like there's already 4 gens done, and this is his second hook. And notice as well, you always want to, I saved the Jake before he went to struggle, so essentially I'm buying time, you know, I'm essentially trading hooks. So now a hook state takes 1 minute, okay? So a gen doing solo, a gen done solo takes 80 seconds, so it's a little more than a minute. But if you can imagine, there's 3 people doing the gens at the same time, that's 3 gens for 1.5 minutes time. So essentially, easily for one health state on the hook worth you can do 3 gens easily. You know, before someone dies on a hook, you can easily have, which takes 2 minutes by the way, because it's 1 minute every hook stage, so 2 minutes total. You can easily do 2 gens if you're doing the gens while the killer is camping. So you see what I mean? Now she's going to do to me the same thing that I did to the Jake, which is gonna buy us time. I'm not hitting struggle, so he still has to, you know, deal with all this, pick me up and hook me again. And meanwhile, the other people are doing the gens if they are, you know, if they have half a brain. um, you see, this person does not have half a brain because instead of doing the gens, she's right here running around us. She just got a free hit right there for no reason. And you see, I think it was a Jake right there that was kind of doing nothing as well. But now he actually started working on the gen with them. So you see, this is they're co-opting that gen as well. So you can see how fast the gens can go, especially after you do the first 3 ones. You can easily co-op on the last 2 gens, especially if you're on comms and survivor friends and whatnot. So she's buying a lot of time here. Now, quick tip: you cannot tell that I was doing that, but when your teammate is running to the pallet like that, hold the sprint button, so that, because if you do not hold the sprint button like I was doing there, even though you're on the floor, you still want to hold the sprint button. If you don't do that, he's gonna, because the button of dropping the pallet and healing is the same. To him, he's going to actually, by trying to drop the pallet, he's going to end up healing you, and then he's going to get free hit for the killer because he's just standing there healing you instead of dropping the pallet for safety. So just hold your sprint button, and the prompt for healing you won't show up for the survivor, so he will be able to safely drop the pallet right there. So always do that because that screws your teammates if you don't do that. It's really annoying when people do that. So again, you see he's pretty angry. So they could have easily finished the gen by now, but they were actually pretty smart about it. They'd leave the gen at 99. I don't know if maybe they were on Survivor Friends. I'm playing solo right here, so I don't know these people. But they were actually pretty smart. They leave the gen at 99 before they pick me up, because that way, if he has no WAD, he's not gonna activate. You know, like if he had no WAD right there, he would have downed the Jake because they finished the gen earlier. So they save me first, and then they finish the gen later. So that's a very good tip if the killer is camping you at the last gen. You always want to do that. It's much more safe. You know, it's the safest way to play around no WAD. Okay, I was really sure that killer would have no WAD, but I guess he doesn't. Because he was playing like a no WAD player. So right here is you see right there the Jake also did a body block. You always want to body block if you don't have BT. You can still save people without BT. You just have to body block, you know. And sometimes you can just farm them. If you know they have the S, you can purposely farm them, and it won't matter because you know they can't. If the killer picks them up, they'll get the S. So even though you farm them, you're still allowing them to escape if you know they have the S ready, you know. So you see this is very important as well at the last hook. You always want to reset before you go for the save, which is, you know, everyone be healed and then you go for the save. With 3 people, it should be a guarantee. Even on basement, it should be pretty much a guaranteed save, man. I'm not gonna lie. Even if you don't have BT, like you see, no one here has BT. You can still easily make the save if you coordinate as a team, you know. Now right here, I'm opening the door because I don't want to have to waste time opening it before as we're running back towards the door. I'm already planning the escape, so to speak, you know. So you can see there's several entrances to the shack, so he cannot block all of them. So he's blocking the doorway here. The timer is about to done on Jake there, so I gotta rush in. As you can tell, where he's gonna die. If it was depending on these people, the Jake would have died. But luckily I'm there, so I'm just gonna rush in. And you see how they are distracting them while I'm getting the save, and now I need to body block for him because I don't have BT. Luckily this killer is not very smart. And see right there, he hit me. Even if he didn't hit me right there, I would just block the doorway, and that would force him to hit me to be able to get to the Jake. And you see, because of the distance of the boost, we can easily reach the door. And I still have dead hard if I need to use it. However, this Jake was kind of dumb here. Like, I don't know how he took so long, but, you know, he doesn't have dead hard either. But I guess he just wasn't running on a straight line for whatever reason. You see he was kind of jerking him left and right. That's just losing him distance. So the killer was able to reach him. I mean, not a smart player, I guess. What can I do? But you see that was especially with BT, that would have been such an easy escape. You know what I mean? Like pretty much guaranteed. This is all without BT, and you see how easy it was. Like imagine if we had BT, the S on top of all this shit. You know, so I mean, camping, it's only good if you let it be good, okay? So if he's camping, simply do the gens and save him before he dies on the hook or goes struggle or whatnot. So you're essentially just buying time. It's really that easy. Survivors are the game is very survivor sided, so there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to counter tunnel near camping. And this is a very good example of how you counter camping. And see, he didn't kill anyone. If the Jake was a little smarter, he would not have killed anyone. So yeah, guys, this is the video. I hope it proves my point. The camping is really not an issue. It's just a matter of how smart or dumb you play about it as Survivor. And yeah, see you guys on the next one.